I'm going to start calling this a P.O.D. cast. Why have we not done that? Oh my gosh.
It's how we market the episode.
Oh, the P.O.D. cast where former youth group kids and current music nerds deep dive. Oh, yeah.
New metalheads. Current new metalheads.
All right.
Spinny,
we're going to,
Grease Brain,
from
and
now
Trop.
on, in the opening spiel, I'm calling it a P.O.D. cast. Welcome to Church Jams Now, the podcast where three former youth group kids and current music nerds deep dive into Christian music from the 90s and 2000s. I, of course, am your co-host, Kylan Savage. With me, as always, is Mr. TJ Smith.
Kylan, man, with that intro, you just set it off. Biddy bong bong, biddy bong bong. It was ridiculous.
Boom. There it is, y'all. That was ridiculous. And of course, the man himself, thinking about forever, our beautiful producer, Josh Olson.
Dang it, Kylan.
No way that's what you're going for.
I am the messenger that has come to say that the folks that listen to this podcast have been thinking about forever, wondering if we were ever going to cover this record.
Yep.
And
the youth of the nation
apparently
have been
you're
asking,
also thinking about forever, yes.
If we're ever going to cover this record.
It was a masterpiece conspiracy that we were trying to conceal when we would ever.
I just wasn't prepared. I thought we were just too ghetto. I wasn't ready to set it off.
Yeah, all the jammers were out there thinking, can they do anything right? And the answer is no, we can't. But we're trying our best.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
True.
It's celestial.
Yeah. Without just Ja, and by Ja, I mean this record, nothing. There's nothing listening to this podcast. No reason to do it.
There's one track I feel like we're all dancing. I don't know if we're all dancing around it or if we just don't know how to incorporate it. Have you guys seen my collection? I love these guitars.
Your 6 strings of,
Did you know that?
Strong, passionate feelings?
Yes.
That's what you call it.
Yes, my 6 strings of, yes. Exactly.
You might say you love them.
Well, I'm not going to do it. I'm too white. You know what? Back there, I have a portrait of myself and my wife on our wedding day.
Man, I feel so alive that we're going to talk about this record tonight, you know?
There's no denying it.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Almost like for the very first time, you could say.
I'm so glad. So TJ, currently we can't see you, but it does feel like you're phoning in via satellite to this episode.
Yeah, that's accurate.
I believe we all are.
Everything's satellite.
Beaming my voice into space.
That's right. We are, of course, talking about American rock band P.O.D. Wait, hold on. Let me take this again. Yes.
Band of podcasts.
The Godfathers of podcasts, the band P.O.D. Is that right? Surely people won't get mad at me for that, right?
No, that's what podcast stands for. It's a Payable on Demand cast.
It doesn't stand for anything.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I thought it didn't stand for anything. I didn't really take it that way.
You don't think podcast stood for anything?
Payable on demand.
Payable on demand.
No.
Is it on demand? On death, right?
Oh, it is on death. You're right. It's in my
death.
notes. I just read on demand. I don't know why, but it says on death.
Yeah. It's payable on
Listen,
death.
Wow. I should not be hosting
Josh, I
Kylan's
genuinely
the
thought you were
Wow. My mess up was a bit. Yours was real.
Mine was real, yeah.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Wow. That's very funny.
It's okay. We'll fix it in post.
I'm going to have to get replaced in the multiverse.
So we're talking about P.O.D., y'all. Is it going to bug y'all if I keep calling them that this entire episode? I assumed so.
We'll see how long I can.
I mean,
I don't want to laugh
you can
every
try
time,
it.
but it's like the perfect dumb joke to where that shouldn't be funny, but it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's going to drive you crazy about halfway through the episode, and then by the end, you're going to circle back around.
And then I'll be here for it.
And it's going to make you feel so alive.
Oh, yeah. For the very first time.
Yeah, okay. This is a big one, y'all.
It is a big one.
This like this to me feels on that like there's a certain echelon of albums. I would say like Jesus Freak by DC Talk, Beautiful Letdown by Switchfoot, the Christmas album by Amy
Reliant
Grant.
K in general.
Yeah, and even like Amy Grant's Heart in Motion too. I would say like big commercial crossovers.
Yeah. Right. This record is one of those. I know it's like been on the list for a long time, and I am curious to ask our Everlord, what made you pull the trigger? Like, is there an anniversary or something happening, or you just decided it's been too long since we've witnessed TJ's lizard brain?
I mean, maybe that. I will say, friend of the show and friend of real life, Hoog has been campaigning for us to cover this record for a long time, and it wasn't like I was actively avoiding it.
He has.
Right. I don't know. I just like kept kind of forgetting about like, oh yeah, but it's also maybe like it's such a big record that I'm like kind of nervous. Like we got to really wait to cover this. So it's not necessarily like technically the 25-year anniversary is next year, which obviously would be a big one.
Right.
But there are also some other big 20th year anniversaries on that same week, like Norma Jean's Redeemer that we'll probably be covering. So I was like, we can do it now. I think it's just such a big record. You could cover it whenever. And it's probably a long time overdue to get into some P.O.D., which we talked about on our the Passion episode. That was like the first time we've ever talked about P.O.D.
Ever talked about P.O.D. on the show.
Which is kind of weird. So we probably need to fix that.
That's crazy.
So you bring up being kind of nervous about covering such a big record. Knowing TJ and I, what was your level of anxiety about covering this record? Knowing us after listening to it again, like how do you feel about the potential community response to our reaction to this record?
Well, I wasn't thinking it would be anything contentious, really, but maybe I need to reconsider that with the questions you're posing to me.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say,
I
TJ
love
and
this because like I'm gonna not weigh in. I'm just gonna leave this sort of binary. Like Josh thinks it's great, Kylan thinks it's gonna be bad. Like dynamic on the table, and I'm not gonna give you any like insider like additional information at all.
Why not?
Gonna remain entirely neutral for a minute. Because it's more fun that way for me.
Right.
Yeah.
I get to inject the drama into the
slightly
episode.
higher.
Okay, I will say I did receive a text from friend of the show, Eric McClanahan, and I'll talk more about our text exchange later, but he said, since you flopped drawing black lines, it's hard for me to imagine you bopping Satellite.
I can imagine you maybe not bopping, but enjoying Satellite much more than drawing black lines.
Guess what, brother? That's what I told him.
Yeah.
I said, it's 1,000 times better. That being said, we'll get to it. So, okay, time for my favorite part of the show, Josh's Research Corner. Talk to us about the album we're talking about.
Josh's Research Corner.
All right, let's talk about the band and the record in that order. So, of course, we have
Pod.
Pod.
Of course, the band we're talking about is P.O.D., which stands for Payable on Death, not on demand, which is what I said earlier.
Wow,
Yes,
epic
in my
fail,
notes,
dude.
I know, it was, yeah. That's why you always consult the notes.
That's right.
That's what you got to do. They're from San Diego, California. Their careers from 1992 to present. Members for this record are vocals. We have Sonny.
Sandoval?
Sonny Sandoval. Yep, Sandoval. Paul Joshua Sandoval. Guitar is Marcos Curiel. Did I mention on the show that I met Sonny and Marcus at the airport last year? Have we talked about that?
I believe you have.
What?
I don't know if you brought this up on the show.
TJ, do you not know this?
It may have
I
been
guess
off. It
I
may
either
have just
forgot it or
been
wasn't present.
in our life. I can't.
Okay.
I cannot remember.
Okay. Yeah. No, they played. Was it South by So What?
That's crazy.
In the summer at Panther Island in Fort Worth, and we were flying to Disney World of all places, in the very small Love Airport in Dallas.
Guess
And
what? It is a small world after all.
It is a small world after all. And we were walking to our gate, and I passed somebody, and I was like,
Indeed.
"That's got to be Sonny." Like tattoos, long dreads, wearing sunglasses. I'm like, "That's Sonny." He was going to the bathroom. Then afterwards, we got to our spot, and then I like saw him, and I was like, "I gotta go over there and talk to him." So I went over there and asked if you're Sonny. He said yes, and I got to talk to Marcus a little bit as well. They had just played. They were super nice guys. I didn't get a picture or anything like that, but they talked to me for a couple minutes, and then I said, "Have a nice trip."
That's awesome.
The big question is why are they not on this episode right now?
I mean, I should have called in that favor.
Yeah,
and be like,
Josh,
I
you
feel
guys
like
remember
you
meeting
failed
me at
as
the
a beautiful
airport?
producer.
You're really
Right.
shirking your producer duties.
I know.
Come on,
I should have
man.
just bum rushed them in the moment. Be like, "Can you
Yeah.
guys get on my podcast?"
Hey, what do you have to lose, man?
It's true. It's true. But
All right.
it was fun. It was cool. I've never
That
run
is
into people in
really
the
cool.
airport, and
Or
I
flight,
can now
potentially.
finally say that I have. So,
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Yep. And other members for this record who I've not met are
I love
on
it.
bass. We have Tra, whose name is Mark Daniels, and on drums we have Wov. You really love them drums. Noah Bernardo.
Okay,
This-
I
yes.
think it's pronounced Trey.
Is
I
it
could
Trey?
be wrong.
I've always said Tra, probably like an idiot, like I've said Pable on demand.
people on
Earlier
demand,
this
yeah,
episode.
right?
Yeah, it's HBO Max. Straw.
Do we know the origin of these nicknames?
I don't. I'm sure
I
it's
don't,
probably
and I
out
wish I
there
did.
on some P.O.D. forum, but I do not know.
That just feels like such a specific new metal thing, right?
Mhm.
Like you have Brian Head Welch from Korn.
Oh yeah, and
Some-
there's
someone's
like
called-
what's the bassist name in Korn as well? Isn't
Monkey?
he like
Monkey?
Yeah.
Right? Like that's such a new metal thing, and it's very frat adjacent to me.
Yeah.
It feels like the dark side. It's like or maybe frats are like the dark side and this is the light side,
Yeah.
but they feel sort of connected somehow, like the flip side of a coin.
yeah.
New metal band nicknames and frat boy nicknames. Somehow there's like a
Maybe it's also
synergistic
some
link
San Diego thing. I don't know.
somewhere.
I don't know, but I feel like
Dude,
okay.
Yeah. San Diego culture is a whole thing, and we'll talk about it, I'm sure. But
And new metal culture is like a whole thing. So I would
Yep.
be remiss if I did not derail us for one brief second. To see if we could all give each other new metal nicknames.
Oh, I thought you
for
already
Church
had
Names
derailed
Now.
us. I thought that you were getting us back on track.
I'm
no,
valid. Okay.
Well, if it is Trey, then I
if-
called Tra. So
Okay, so Josh Tra
All right,
Olson.
your draw.
Can I suggest my own, or should I suggest one for TJ?
I think it has to come from other people.
okay.
Like Josh is taking an L in the chat because he knows he has to, but I think
Right.
for the rest, the other two of us, like we have to give each other the
Right.
nicknames. I've got
Okay.
yours already.
TJ Greasebrain Smith.
That's perfect. I love that so much.
Cool.
You're spinny, bro.
Spinny. Okay, perfect. I love it.
Spinny, yeah.
Tra,
We're just gonna call you
Spinny, and
Spinny from now on.
Greasebrain. All right, guys, we've been doing this show for
we
5
are a
years.
new
and
metal band now.
We're totally gonna start
Yeah.
our new
It's official.
new metal project called Secular Jams Now.
Yeah, mod. We'll call it mod.
yeah.
There we go.
Okay. Cool.
okay.
Briefly, I would love to talk to y'all about
Wait.
your history.
Oh, I want to talk about the record.
Oh,
first,
you have
though.
more.
So
You have
that
more.
was just the members. Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
The
I'm
record.
so sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good. You're good.
Yeah, Kylan, don't forget we haven't
Yeah.
covered pod yet
Oh,
on this
right.
podcast,
Yeah, we have to talk about the record that
even
we're
though it's
talking
called
about.
a podcast.
I'm going to start calling this a POD cast. Why have we not done that?
Oh,
Oh my
this is
gosh.
how we market the episode.
Oh, the POD cast where former youth
POD
group kids and
cast.
current music nerds deep dive. Oh, yeah.
New
All right.
metalheads current
right.
new metalheads.
All right,
Spinny,
we're gonna
Grease Brain,
from
and
now
Trop.
on
We
in the
re-recorded
opening
that
spiel.
intro.
I'm calling it a POD cast.
Yes, of course. Okay.
Uh,
So Satellite is the album we're talking about tonight. It was released on September 11th of 2001.
Heard of it?
yes.
Yeah. Unfortunate time to release a record, but also apparently not for POD. We'll get into it. But this was, quite a, imagine this record you've been working so hard on, and then you're so excited for it to come out, and then
Right.
the turnaround happens.
Bleed American was also released on.
I think it was
That's
in
right.
July, actually. They just had to rename the album because of it. Bleed American, I think, came out in July of 2000.
Oh, okay.
But
Okay.
they did change the name, obviously.
Okay.
And reprint all the CDs.
but then they retroactively. Yeah, that's
Retroactively,
right.
yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, crazy time. Crazy time to release your record. Discography, this is their fourth LP. It is on Atlantic Records. It was produced by Howard Benson, mixed by Chris Lord Alge. Speaking of times to release your record, this record is certified RIAA Platinum ×3, which means it sold 3 million copies, and it reached that by August 26th of 2002, so less than a year after it released.
Wow.
3 million copies.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay. Another
Bananas.
quick aside. RAAA doesn't have anything above platinum.
Diamond, didn't it? Diamond gets
Yeah, it's
to
just
like
multiples
Michael
of platinum,
Jackson.
right? Oh,
no, there's
is
Diamond.
Diamond a thing?
Diamond is a thing. I don't know how many millions. Is it
what is
10
it? 5
million?
times?
Maybe it's 5. Maybe it's 10.
Okay. All right.
But that's
All
like
right.
when you're like Michael Jackson, Garth Brooks
Wild.
level of selling
Right.
records.
I love those two examples. Okay.
No,
Crazy.
Garth Brooks, isn't he like the most?
Yeah.
Like, he's
No,
like
he is.
the
Yeah,
most. Yeah.
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 Yeah. Which is crazy to think about, but
I know.
because I would
is
never
crazy.
guess him. But
Right. But it makes sense. It weirdly makes sense.
it
Yeah,
weirdly
it does.
It
Yeah.
does.
90s and 2000s were a weird time. Okay. All right. So it's 3 times platinum.
3
and
times
it got there
platinum.
very
I believe
quickly.
it debuted at Billboard 200 number 6, Billboard Christian number 1. Obviously stayed on Billboard for a long time. It ended up being number 137 on Billboard's top 200 of. Okay, so I have some numbers here on Wikipedia. I don't have a Billboard subscription, so I can't verify these on Billboard. That's my disclaimer. But it says that this was the 117th best-selling album of 2001. It was the 26th best-selling album of 2002 the next year, because it came out obviously later in the year. And then it says that it was
Insane.
number 137 on their top 200 albums of the entire decade from 2000 to 2009.
Wow.
Crazy.
That is crazy. So it was a huge record, obviously. And then runtime is 15 songs at 52 minutes and 57 seconds.
It's long, dude.
It's a long record.
Yeah,
It's a long record.
really
Pretty
Right in the
typical for
heyday of you're like,
2001.
yeah, you got to put 15 songs on your record, you know?
Do you?
Yep.
You did back then.
I know. I know.
They did.
And they did. Yes, they did.
Yes, they did.
Should they have?
We'll get into
We'll
that.
see.
They were
But
setting
Inside
it off.
beef.
They did do it.
Okay. Josh, is there any other research? Not to cut you off from my favorite part of the show.
No, I mean, I normally like sometimes talk about the artwork. That's my last thing. I don't really have anything of note other than it looks very 2001.
Right.
A
I mean,
Space Odyssey.
it's fine. Like, yeah, it's very 2001, A Space Odyssey. What was sort of
A Space
New
Odyssey.
Metal Odyssey.
Ah, there it is. Welcome to Church Games Now. The Space P.O.D. Oh my god. Okay, I'm already
Cast.
overcomplicating it. Okay, what is y'all's history with this record? This is a big one, and this one I feel like specifically at the time it was released is just like generally, I brought up earlier like Jesus Freak and Beautiful Letdown. I feel like Satellite sits right in between those, and maybe like Alien Youth. Like this is a really big youth group album. Even if like there's so much of this album that I don't know if I like actively listened to, but I was actively exposed to.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you like to hear from first, Kylan?
TJ, please.
Your wish is my command. Boom. I
Is this what it feels like to be the Everlord,
Listened-
Josh?
It is.
Yes, yeah.
Enjoy it while it
Welcome
lasts.
to
Except I don't think
Everlord
I've
status.
ever said your wish is my command. I think usually I've said fuck you and then just done what you asked anyway.
It's all just a masterpiece conspiracy.
That it is.
We'll unravel it by the end of this episode. This album was definitely a big part of the youth group zeitgeist for me. I was in 7th grade. It's funny because I don't know that I had the CD. I don't know that I owned the CD. Maybe I did. Maybe I had a burned copy, or maybe I
Right.
just had all the songs from like Kazaa or something.
Right, yeah.
But-
or maybe like you heard every song in different like youth group videos.
Well, I certainly had a lot of exposure that way,
Right.
but I also have distinct memories of doing sick 3-inch ollies in my driveway to some of these songs.
Heck yeah.
So I can confirm that like I've heard most of this album when it was, first out. I was listening to most of them, if not all of it, like more than just at youth group and that kind of thing.
Right.
But beyond that, I can't really say much. But it was just so huge, as Josh mentioned. Like it was so much a piece of the cultural pie at the time that like it's hard to separate out all that stuff because it's just there,
Mhm.
Right. Because
But- Yeah, it was big.
TJ, let me know, like beyond the sort of zeitgeist moment of this album, this is not something that you have often revisited, correct?
Oh, definitely not. But I will say,
I'm so surprised.
I don't know if I like. You're shocked, right, Josh?
Yes.
I don't know if I can't recall if I like was aware of P.O.D. before this album or if I went back retroactively. But I also know most of, if not all, of Fundamental Elements of Southtown pretty well. So
Was that before this
It
album?
was.
it was before.
Interesting.
record.
For some reason in my brain,
I
it
can't
was always
recall, to be
after.
honest.
Okay.
If I listened to it like when it came out, or at least before this one at some point, or if I listened to it after the fact.
Okay.
But I know it pretty well.
Sweet.
So
All right.
yeah, which may come as a surprise to you, Kylan, from based
Yeah.
on what you said earlier about you and me. Like, I don't know,
Yeah.
but
Mm,
I was
TJ knows some fundamental
potting
elements
back
it
in the
sounds
day.
like.
he does.
yeah,
Some
those boys from the
fundamental
Southlands.
elements of P.O.D. casting.
Mm-hmm.
Josh, what about you?
Okay, so for me, I think my first experience with POD, my first exposure, was probably, I heard Boom in, I'm assuming was the commercial for Grind, the movie Grind that also had Blindside in it.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
And I remember hearing that song in the commercial. I think I was at my grandma's house in Minnesota too. Like I think I heard it then a lot. It was when that movie was coming out. And I was like, that song sounds so cool. And then I just like assumed I had no idea who it was or anything like that because it was 2002. I was 10 years old and you just don't know how to find things.
Right.
And then I guess I somehow ended up with not even a copy. Like could have been the TJ thing where I just borrowed the CD for someone or got a burned CD. But I did have this on my computer at some point a couple years later and then found out like, oh, this is the band that sang that Boom song. They're Christian. I can listen to this song. This is awesome. And so I had that, and then I had their greatest hits on my computer. And there were like certain songs that I would kind of like jump around on. But overall, P.O.D. was never like a big band for me. I got into Pillar before this record.
Your favorite band?
Or I guess, yeah, I got into Pillar. I guess it was after this record. Like 2002, whenever Fireproof, 2003 or whatever. And then, yeah, I just never super got into P.O.D. And like I knew their songs. I don't really know much else of their catalog other than like the little bits I heard off of the greatest hits. That was like obviously, this record.
Right.
And then not much really after this record. So, and then I haven't listened to this record since when I was like, I don't know, the mid 2000s. I'm sure,
Right.
except for Boom, which I did introduce to my son Keller, who's made some appearances on this episode a couple years ago, and he and Ezra both like it, much to
Nice.
my wife's dismay, because she's not like that song very much, but they love it.
Yeah, but listen, I mean, because she likes like heavier music. She likes a lot of like post-hardcore kind of stuff, and I feel like nu metal is such a gateway, such a good gateway for children to get into heavier music.
Yeah, you got to get there first before you can go into some of the other stuff.
That's right. It's like baby's first hardcore. Like
Yeah.
it makes sense. Okay. Yeah,
What about you, Kylan?
My experience is similar to the both of y'all's. I just felt so insanely overexposed to P.O.D. Like, to the point where I thought I really liked P.O.D. And in fact, I saw P.O.D. live, I believe, sometime in the mid-2000s. I've brought this up on the show before. Night of Joy, which is a Christian music festival they used to hold at Disney World. Maybe it was like 2003, where I saw DC Talk before they broke up, and P.O.D. was there as well.
Wow.
Interesting.
Like, I enjoyed it, but yeah, they were never like a big band for me. It was always just like, oh yes, that is something that exists, something that I'm aware of. And I don't know if I had ever listened to this entire album until my listen for this show.
Did you guys have any friends that were big P.O.D. fans, or was it just like, I know other people that I don't know listen to them, and are obviously they're very popular, but
Right.
like I don't think any other than people who just knew of P.O.D. because they were P.O.D. But I don't think I had anyone in my life that was like, oh, I love P.O.D.
Right. Yeah. That's kind of where I am. I didn't have anyone that was like a P.O.D. fan. But to be fair, I didn't really...
for me it was like people just liked them like as a on a casual kind of level. Like they were just like part of the playlist
They were
or
on
the
everyone's
CD
iPod
case.
Yeah.
Yeah, or
Well,
the pod
what
list
I was
or
going to say,
whatever.
though, too, like, to be completely fair, I don't know if I ever actually had a friend in my life that, like, loved music until I met you, Josh. Like, I think like, everyone else in my
And
life...
I loved P.O.D.
until I met you. Which is like, yeah, music's fine. I'm glad it exists, but I never had, like, another, like, music fan friend.
What an honor.
There are people in my life that will be mad if they ever hear this, but they probably won't. Okay, so the last thing to finish out this side A, flop or bop predictions.
I would have said probably a soft bop. And mostly it's
That makes
because I respect P.O.D. You know, I like that they're doing it. It's not all for me really, but you know, I'm glad that they're doing it. They're still going strong. Seems to be working out for them. So you know what?
Yeah,
I would have said probably that, mostly out of respect.
cool. I would have predicted a hard flop. I mean, just like new metal is just like not my thing, you know? Just
Yep.
harder
fair.
flop. So, TJ?
I think I said probably a soft flop because, like I said, the nostalgia power of like nailing your first ollie to
That makes sense.
set it off
And then you're just like,
is like
Psha!
a pretty cool thing. Yeah,
See, that's me
exactly.
and
That's literally the sound I made.
some kind of zombie.
That was you and
By-
Zombie, yeah.
Audio adrenaline.
Would skate.
Ollie
Yeah.
adrenaline.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we are going to get the party started.
We're gonna set it off.
We're going to set it off. Boom! We're going to set it off.
Boom.
With Satellite by American rock band P.O.D.
Hey, this is Josh. Just wanted to jump into our satellite episode to let you know the record that we are talking about is available at our sponsor, colliderecords.com. And I always love when this happens, but we've got two great options to bring to you. You can get the 20th anniversary expanded edition double CD that has 27 tracks in total with some remixes, some acoustic versions, some demos.
A lot of really cool stuff on there that you can get. And you can also get the double LP vinyl 20th anniversary edition as well. You can get one, you can get both. I think that'd be a great purchase. But you can get them from colliderecords.com. And if you want to save a little bit of money, use our promo code ChurchJamsNow to get 20% off your first order. That's right. Use ChurchJamsNow to get 20% off your first order. Use it to set it off, make you feel alive, bring the boom, be the messenger, all those things. So check out those P.O.D. releases and more than just Satellite at colliderecords.com. And if you're interested in more than just P.O.D., they have a ton of great releases at their site. Check them out at colliderecords.com, and happy perusing.
All right, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those ads as much as we enjoyed making them. Of course, we're still here talking about American rock band P.O.D. Is that how you say it?
Yeah.
I guess I should have asked that.
We're on our
before we
P.O.D. cast to
started.
talk about P.O.D.
Yes, we're on our P.O.D. cast talking about P.O.D. And of course,
That's right.
I have to ask, does anyone have any general thoughts before we get into the track by track? The long track by track. I should remind everybody before we have general thoughts. Okay, cool. All right, well, let's set it up.
I just want to mention the
God.
Christian Lindskog feature. I think that's
Yeah.
a pretty cool thing. You know, if you're just looking at the track list and you're following along with our podcast, sorry, our POD cast, and you know, oh, they covered Blindside. That guy's from Blindside.
Right.
That's kind of cool. Maybe
it is
TJ
cool.
will like that track.
And especially
It's an interesting point.
in 2001, where I feel
Pre-silence.
Exactly.
right,
Yeah.
like people were not aware
Yes.
of Blindside. I feel like at
Right.
the time.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, let's set it off with track number 1. Set it off. May I begin as the opening track?
Only if you promise to set it off, Kylan.
Okay. I brought this up on multiple tracks. I believe specifically the May episode. And there was one other one where there are songs that are titled the same as other songs that I maybe prefer. Set it off. This is my second favorite Christian-related song called Set It Off.
From a rap rock group in the early 2000s?
Yes, exactly.
Mine too!
Yeah, my favorite is, of course, Set It Off by Canadian rock band Thousand Foot Crutch.
Who did it a year earlier, to be fair.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's what
Wait a
I
minute.
wanted to know.
You do like Thousand Foot Crutch's song better than this song.
Oh, yeah, dude. Is that crazy? Is that wild to hear from me?
I don't know if it is or not, but I fully disagree.
Okay.
Fully disagree.
All right.
Like,
Fine.
could not feel more passionate about it. I think this song is a fucking banger.
Wow.
I think it's a great
rare,
track.
Setting it off.
a rare TJ curse word on the main feed. Okay.
Listen, it's just a great intro, and it it kind of sets the tone. It sets
Right.
it off. And I don't know, that drum fill, that tack tack tack, and then
right.
Sonny's vocal just exploding onto the scene. I mean, it's killer. His vocals are insane on this song. Are they not?
No, they
I feel
really
like we
are.
can all agree.
Oh, yeah,
They really
no.
are.
They're
It's
amazing.
just it's surprising you love this song with this drum mix.
So the thing is, you got to remember, again, the power of nostalgia and the way that Sweet Boy TJ would just kind of accept what he was handed when he was in 7th grade,
Right.
especially when it came to music.
Well, you were
And
so busy learning
because
Dolly.
my brain just had this. I was busy, man. I was dreaming about the dark slide grind that I would never do, you know.
For sure.
But I would eventually get into a half pipe, and so I had to prepare.
Right. You let
Um,
your spirit fly.
I let my spirit fly, man. I was doing that 3-inch ollie. No, but yeah, I think I just accepted the mix as it was as a 7th grader and never looked back, and still haven't. I can sort of like, as an aside, like on an analytical basis, I can acknowledge it's rough, but like
You know,
the emotive impact for whatever reason, because this song hit at the right time for me, like the emotive impact is still there, and man, I'm still setting it off.
Yeah.
Our time has come. You know, it's been a while, but we back.
yeah.
Been a while, but we'll be back. For the mix, I mean, it's not like they had Joe Schmo mix this record. Like, this was Chris Lord Algae. Like, this was
Yeah.
the guy
Yes.
doing the sound of the time. So, I mean, like, sure, now
Of the time,
it's
yep.
easy to be
Howard
like,
Benson
yeah, whatever.
producing, like,
Howard
it's
Benson,
like,
I
yeah.
mean, you couldn't have asked for a better production trio between
Yeah.
them. So,
For
I mean,
what
like,
this band does.
yeah.
It is
exactly.
so interesting. Like, yeah, it is just such a time capsule, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Of like specifically having those two guys working on this record. Yeah,
Mhm.
I recognize I'm being a little snarky. I do think that for the time, I mean, this was like, I can imagine in, 15 years, 15, 20 years, in when Dawson reboots Church Jams Now and is talking about
Right.
records that we just like absolutely love from like the 2010s, being like, oh, that drum tone, like what is that drum production? Like
It's bad.
I get it. It's very of
Yeah,
the time,
totally.
and I don't fault it. I guess I'll say that it is a very specific.
Yeah, I'm just saying you have to acknowledge that you don't have to like it, but you have to acknowledge that this was the best of the best at the time.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
For sure.
This was the thing that was happening. Yeah, right. They're like in their peer group, they're crushing it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, agreed.
Also, the lines you don't recognize, desensitize, and paralyze, sabotage headquarters, but your bloodlines we sterilize makes little to no sense, but it also sounds really cool.
I mean, it's the
So,
most
another
like,
classic example of like
white
it
guy
doesn't make any
rap
sense,
thing of
but it
all time.
sounds cool
Yeah,
to sing
yeah.
it.
Exactly.
Yeah, it is. It is.
But Sonny gets away with it because he's not white. So,
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
yeah.
There is that.
Okay, I feel like I'm being harsh. I do like this song. I do.
It's a
I think
good song.
it is a good
It's-
opening track.
It's a
Yes.
cool opener, man.
It's not my favorite. Set It Off from a.
I did say my
from
notes
a
say it's one of my
90s to
two
2000s.
favorite songs.
Yeah, there you go.
Titled
Yeah.
Set It Off.
It's one of my two favorite.
I love that Josh's example was more generous. It was like more ambiguous.
Right.
He didn't rank them.
Just got to shout it out, you know.
Kyle
He's
was
a
just
big
like-
TFK guy.
Flat out.
There is at like I think it's at like 103. There is something that I really like in the opening track, but something that I feel like they end up leaning on a lot more in the middle of the record. It's this like weird atonal, like chromatic walk up that they do.
Mm-hmm.
Said,
Right here.
boom, 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 boom.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's that's a new metal trope, man. Like
No,
you
I
can't
know.
expect them not to do it.
Yeah.
But
Right.
do they overuse? Yeah.
Yeah.
That guitar sounds really cool though, because it's like it sounds pretty low. I don't know if it's like baritone low, but it sounds tuned down, and then it's like used in the bridge
know.
again to that
Yeah.
really weird boom, ba-down, which is cool.
Yes.
But I love like that Marcos hits right as they go into the chorus. He hits that harmonic right as Sonny comes in and yells "Set It Off," and they let like the harmonic ring out, which is really cool.
Yeah. This did to have something that, I will caveat this, totally personal preference, and I understand it's not a staple of the genre, but much like the Blindside record that we covered, I wanted more like shredding guitar.
Yeah, Marcus is not.
Yeah, like
gonna
high
show-
on the neck.
Like,
Yeah.
like
Right.
and they do it sometimes, but it's very much like which like goes back to my like baby's first hardcore, right? Like it's stuff that when I was like 12 or 13, I'm like, oh, I can learn how to play this. right? Like
Well, I
it's
put
very
him
simple.
in the same category of playing as Randy from Project 86, and I can't remember the guitars from Blindside, but like I can tell like their style of playing, they're not shreddy guys, but they're obviously very rhythmic. But it's in those cases that you get like the guitar is obviously playing a big part, but they're not like a standout player, and that's where like the band, I feel like is better. Like the whole is better than the parts individually because he's a good guitarist. He's not a bad guitarist. He's not like a super technical. Like, oh, I'm going to really like wow you by my prowess.
Right.
But the songs still work.
Yeah, but it fits.
It's more just like locked in with the groove of the rest of the band. Yeah, the guitarist from Blindside's name is Simon, by the way.
Simon, thank you.
All right. Well, I cannot deny you.
Whoa.
Oh my God. Okay. You always ruining my
You don't give me any
transitions.
time to talk about my favorite things. No, I did want to talk about that.
TJ got on video. Wow.
For his hand to be raised.
I messed up bad. Okay.
For the choruses, I do just want to say I love how ferociously Rise is sung in the chorus.
Yeah.
That's just cool.
Josh, thank you. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's a very cool moment. And then the mix is cool because when they first go into the chorus, set it off, like there's no bass in there. They withhold the bass, so there's guitars and drums. And then the next time it comes around, the bass comes in and gives a big punch. So I don't want to get ahead of what TJ was saying, but I'm surprised we haven't gotten a Grammar Jams Now call out on this song.
Oh, yeah?
No, be my guest. I thought about it, but I didn't put that in my notes.
Okay,
but
I mean, if y'all are fine with the
ahead.
Underground blazing the sound to Armageddon, that's fine, That's fine. I just, I thought someone was going to call. I was like, this is inevitable.
It's not my favorite.
Well,
but Armageddon is fun to say, though.
Yeah.
It is fun to say.
Yeah.
And I was like, is this Phonics Jams now, or is this Grammar Jams now? I don't know.
Phonics
New
Jams.
segment.
Yeah. It's hard to tell. No, that's great. Good shout out. I was just going to say, I like that there is a little bit of a cadence interpolation, because the whole time in the song we have rise, let your spirit fly, rise. Our time has come, set it off, which hits on, so the rise hits on 1, and then the set it off hits on the 40 and, right? If we're doing 16th notes and a 4/4 straight bar. And then on the very last one, Sonny hits rise and set it off. Like that whole phrase starts a beat later. So it starts on 2. And it means that set it off hits on 1 and. And so it's sort of like instead of finishing the phrase with a feeling of a finale or like, closure, it's sort of like saying like set it off, we're setting off the album and we're leading you into the rest of it with a pickup note almost, or like a half of a phrase to lead you into the next song, to lead you into the rest of the album. I thought that was a pretty cool move. And all they did was just like scoot. I don't know if he performed it this way or if this was like a mix choice, but they just moved the vocal 1 beat. And it makes all the difference. And it feels totally different, but it also feels very complete somehow, even though it's landing on the first beat of the next bar that doesn't end up being complete. Somehow it still feels complete. I don't know. I thought that was a cool move.
Yeah. Well, I cannot deny that was a cool move. And I feel so alive going into our next track. Alive.
I don't have a lot of notes on this song. This song is good. It's never been one of my favorites. I like the John Foreman optimism, but yeah, it's one of the songs that I'm like, it's not like my favorite. It's not for me, but I'm glad that, people like it. Obviously, it's a very popular song.
Oh, okay. I have some notes.
Oh,
okay. Shall I digress for a minute? let me set the scene.
Bloviate, please.
Please let me bloviate, because that's the only thing I have about this song. As listeners of this show may or may not know, my job, right? My career is as an animator and video editor. I have quite an affinity for this song because the very first piece of video editing that I ever did in my entire life was I made a music video montage to this song. So
No way.
Yes. So I downloaded a shitty like 12-bit essentially version of this song from LimeWire, and then I spent the next 3 weeks downloading like 240p video clips from LimeWire as well. So this entire project, all in, took me like 6 weeks, right?
Are you doing this on dial-up too?
Yes, of course.
That's commitment.
Wow.
We had just gotten a new computer. It was a Gateway computer that had Windows Movie Maker. I don't know if you guys remember Windows Movie Maker.
Of course.
Man,
of course I do.
Windows Movie Maker, like the powerhouse of Windows Movie Maker were the transitions, because they were able to take all of these
change the game, man.
like PowerPoint transitions, your crossfades, your cross dissolves, your star wipes, right? And they were able to transport them over to like a video context. So I remember being 12 years old, downloading Alive by American rock band P.O.D, and downloading a bunch of videos that now in retrospect are horrifying. A bunch of dash cam videos of like semi-trucks exploding and getting into accidents.
What?
This is the content this song
Kylan.
needs.
Yes.
Alive.
That now
I feel so alive.
real
Sunshine
like
upon my face.
But listen. Like, you're fucking 12 years old. You're in Bella Vista, Arkansas. You're drinking a fucking Yoo-hoo. And you're like, you see a video online in the
that what you're
Yahoo
drinking?
video player. This is pre-YouTube, people. This is like, I'm looking up on the Yahoo video player videos of 18-wheelers exploding. And in my brain, I'm like, yes, this
needs
makes
musical
sense.
accompaniment.
This makes sense.
So I am downloading said videos, and I am spending an inordinate amount of time in my life making a 3.5-minute video montage.
Yeah,
of
all in 6 weeks. Right?
cars exploding to this song. That, remember, once again, this is pre-YouTube. So I don't remember exactly what happened, but I can almost guarantee you what happened was I made this video and I showed it to my parents and they were just like, yep, okay. And then this video just lived on our desktop until this computer is now in a landfill somewhere, right? Like this is like, this does
Wait,
not
it never
exist.
got uploaded anywhere?
No, like I said, this was pre-YouTube. Where was I going to upload it?
Right.
I didn't know how to do that.
I don't know. Ask Jeeves. Jeeves could upload it.
But I have such an affinity for this song because that sort of started.
Of course.
All that time editing, you were probably hearing
My
this. You probably
love-
heard this song hundreds of times.
Right. It started. This was almost my favorite song on the record because of that.
I get it.
It's actually insane to me thinking back to editing videos of 18-wheelers exploding.
No,
this
that's a
song.
crazy thing that's what you went to.
Yeah,
I
but
love that.
all of that to say, controversial take, Alive is a good song.
Yeah. I mean, this is the one that I think about doing ollies in my driveway.
Yeah,
Like I was feeling so alive
right.
on my skateboard. I felt so cool.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Like,
okay. So to take
listening
it
to
away
this
from
thing.
like the insane personal anecdotes, production wise, there was something that I do really enjoy about this song. That does, once again, I think it ties back to the time period, but it's something that I don't hear as much today. The drummer on this song, throughout the chorus, he's just like living on that ride cymbal. And
dude, Kylan, I'm so glad you mentioned that because I had a specific timestamp for it. Like
cool.
35 seconds. He
All right.
hits that ride bell and it works. Like, so I think like so many times you hear the ride bell and you hate
Right.
it and
Yes.
it hurts your head. It like pierces into your brain. It demands your attention in a way that's like very offensive and frustrating, right? We make fun of like the ride bell
right.
sort of at length,
I
just
love-
in general
I
on
love
this
when drummers
podcast.
go to the ride
and,
bell.
And
But-
here,
Yeah.
there's times where it works, and this is a great example of that. Like
Exactly.
it really, really works.
Like,
I don't know why,
I feel
but
like
it does.
like
Chris
like,
Lord Alge, he knew what he was doing.
Yeah. Like with this specific type of like heavy rock or like metal adjacent music,
Yeah,
very quickly after this point in time, like you don't hear that, right? Like most drummers would be just like 4, like 1, 2, 3, 4 on the crashes in the chorus, but he's like
or
freaking
washing
like,
on the ride, but he's going.
yes,
at it.
exactly.
16s.
It's like Steely Dan, like jazz music.
Yes,
The way he's
Uh-huh.
working those cymbals, man. Like you don't hear
Yeah.
it with this kind of music. And I do think that speaks to the time period, but in a very positive way. Like
Yep.
I love that. I want more
Yeah.
drummers to do that. I want more
and because it's mixed
heavy
well,
rock
right?
drummers. Yes, exactly. But I want more
like
heavy.
it has so much to do with the performance and the mix.
Yeah, it's
yes,
not piercing.
exactly.
But yeah, I agree. Like more drummers should not be afraid of the bell. Like go
Exactly.
for it.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
especially, with those weird, like 16th patterns. Like, yeah. No, it's
Yes.
great. It's so good.
I also like the double kick he does in this song because for me, right, I was in 7th grade when this album came out. I had just got a drum set the year before. I was learning to play the drums. This album, I think, was actually very validating and encouraging to me because there were a lot of technical things happening, but they weren't things that were sort of out of my reach, timing wise or speed wise, because a lot of the punk and punk pop like double kick
Right.
happening in a lot of albums that I was listening to were way outside my realm of achievement. Like I was not getting there anytime soon. But the double kick that Wuv does on this, like around a minute, there's like the verse where he says where Sonny says sunshine upon my face, there's like doo-doo-gat, doo-doo-gat, doo-doo-gat.
Yeah.
There's like it's very classic.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
hear that? Ba-da-ba. The kind of splatty double kick. That
Yeah.
was like I could comprehend that. I could wrap my head around like, oh, I know what to do. I can do that.
Oh, I love that. This is such
so it
an
was really like
inspirational song.
validating for me as
Yeah.
a drummer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is. I could like parse out what he was doing, both the ride bell that we are talking about, the double kick. Yeah, everything that was happening with the drums on this song. You know, I'm like doing all these in my driveway, and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna go in the shed and play my
Yeah.
drums. I'm gonna figure out that double kick pattern. I'm gonna get it.
Right.
Coolest moment for a 7th grader.
Yeah. No, okay, this whole album.
I'm a cool
is
guy. I
just-
skateboard. I play drums.
Yeah. No, this is
Man,
like,
so cool.
I mean this in the best way. This is like the most, like, this is the best album for a 7th grader.
It is.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's
mean,
like,
yeah.
it's the perfect
Yeah.
7th grade album.
Yeah. There's also a cool guitar moment. There's this weird filter that hits the guitar. I think it's like let's see, 252-ish is where the section starts. And the mix on it is so tight. It's like our buddy Chris gave the guitar the whole bandwidth of the EQ field.
Oh,
You hear that
the
filter
laser
on the
sound.
guitar?
That's cool. And
Yeah.
they're doing that like real like Norma Jean Under Oath like discordant kind of thing.
Yes.
Like before all
Yeah.
of those bands.
And then he just
obviously,
throws
but-
it back to the full band. Like he gives like I don't know, whatever he did when he was figuring this out was probably some mad science back in 2001. But it really worked. And then the filter effect gets applied to the vocal on the next refrain of that same section.
Yeah.
So that was a cool trick. It's like the guitar gets the filter and then the vocal gets the filter.
Well, trade off.
That is cool.
Yeah. So cool
Dang,
song.
It's a good song.
Good song.
Controversial take from the Church James Now crew.
Yeah.
Alive by P.O.D
Mhm.
is a good song. All right. Boom.
By
There
P.O.D.
it is. We finished talking about Alive. Let's move on to track 3. Boom.
They're keeping that energy up, y'all. Banger after banger. Am I right?
Oh yeah. I didn't realize that the intro riff that they use in the verse and the chorus, it's all the same riff. They just for the verses they just go to the palm muting, but it's the exact same thing. So there's like really three different like
The chorus, they
riffs
just open it up.
in this song. Yeah, you have the intro riff, then you have like your chorus riff, and then like
Crazy.
you have like your bridge stuff that they do. But it's all not that
Right.
different from each other. But I mean, dynamics. It just shows you that like you can make something simple work in multiple ways. You got to just dress it up dynamically, and it works.
Totally. It's true.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, dynamics can really make a track. This is a weird aside, but like, I don't know the exact county lines of Orange County, but like, is San Diego in Orange County?
Orange County's LA.
Does anybody
isn't
know?
it?
I know this is very ignorant. Yeah, and San Diego's like not, close to LA, but it's also not like far. I guess it's a different county. Anyway, this song to me feels like the P.O.D version of the OC Supertones song OC Supertones from 1996, because both songs are like mostly just hype tracks with like vague kind of like Jesus-y themes, and they're all about being from a certain area of California that is in the southern side of the state. Like, the OC Supertone song starts with a line about how they're from Orange County. We're a dance band from the Southland. And then the chorus is like, that's just life down in Southern California. And then here we are with P.O.D saying, the boys from the South, how you like me now? Ha ha. Pusha.
Pusha.
And like, it's not really about much. It's kind of just like a swaggered up hype track,
Right.
but it's so fun. And
It is.
I kind of don't care that it's about nothing. You know?
Well, it obviously is a hype song, but I feel like it does have some more lyrical depth to it than just like your typical like hype song. We're cool. Look at us from the boys. Flash the big SD.
Yes.
But like, cause I was like, I
Right.
like the they know me though, cause I be putting in work, come out my life to rebirth, well respected, cause that's my word. And then in the second
Yes.
verse, this was after I had showed it to my sons and I was listening to it in the car, but in the second verse where he says, many are called, but the chosen are few. And I was like, son, he's just quoting Jesus right in the middle of Boom, which I did not expect, but I was like,
Yes.
it's like little
Yeah, he
things like
sneaks
that.
in
And I'm like,
some,
those are
like-
cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
It takes it a step above
Yeah.
just
No,
hype
it's
song.
nice.
Yeah.
It is. He's using the hype track for a purpose, which is nice. I
He's
can
hyping
appreciate
up
that.
Jesus,
There's a
man.
little bit of thought happening. Yeah, man.
But also,
SD.
okay, yes, okay, the SD line. Do I just have a dirty
Mm-hmm.
mind? Because all I hear is the big ass D, the way that he delivers it.
I've never thought of
And
that.
oh my God,
That
I
has
always have
never-
like even from, okay, hold on.
Entered my mind.
In Flesh.
Okay, the way he says it, yeah, there's like a little bit of an A kind of sound.
You got to apply a little bit of
guess.
logic to it to be like, well, he wouldn't say that, and they're from San Diego. So.
He's talking about being from San Diego.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm just like,
No, and neither did I.
hey,
In
he's got
seventh
a
grade,
big ass
I had
D.
no clue.
Like,
I was today years old. I always thought he said into the devils in Tokyo instead of bootleg demos in Tokyo. So I was like,
Demos.
oh, okay. Yeah, no, I had no
that's
idea until
funny.
today. So I get, you can mishear things.
for
on
sure.
this song,
You
for
love
sure.
a good
there's a
misheard
lot
lyric.
that I miss here on this
Yeah.
album.
TJ, I assume you've seen the music video for this song.
Yes,
Yes. Okay. With a great video.
It's
Great
pretty
video.
wild.
It's pretty good.
it is. Yeah.
Nice blindside cameo.
Yeah.
Swedish ping
Uh-huh.
pong team.
Yep.
Very cool.
Yeah. They were thinking outside the box on that one, man. I respect it.
I get the reference to Calabasas. For some reason, hearing the word Calabasas in a song feels very silly to me.
It is an interesting word. Yeah.
Oh, it is. They're like very they feel very like earnestly silly. Like they are silly and they know it, but they don't care almost a lot
Right.
on this album. And this is like maybe the first taste of it we get. And then there's more moments maybe on the B side. I feel like.
Yeah.
Where they get a little ridiculous, you mean? Is what you're saying, TJ?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'm not even ready for it. All right, guys. Before we take too long talking about the beginning of the album and become the olds of the nation, let's move on to track number 4, Youth of the Nation.
While we're still young.
This is my favorite song on the album, you guys.
Wow.
Oh,
really?
wow. Okay.
Okay, let's talk about
Yeah.
it. Why? Because unfortunately, like 24 years later, it's still as,
only
if not even
more
more
appropriate?
prescient
Yeah.
than it was when it came
Well,
out.
yes. Yeah, I mean, y'all know me. Like, the lyrical analysis part of my brain can't shut down no matter what. And I really think this might be a, I don't know if it's hot or tepid or freezing cold take, but like, my take on the song is it's actually tapping into something very, very legitimate.
I thought you might think
And I
this.
think like P.O.D. was just like, yeah, I think they were like, for some reason, they were poised to be the band that like wrote this song and became like the band that created a moment in our nation, basically.
Well, this became huge. Like this is their only like number one hit. But beyond that, like Sonny started the Youth of the Nation nonprofit organization, and he's been doing like a bunch of work with that too. Like, yeah, it unfortunately, like I even read an interview with the band from like 2 years ago, and even the band was talking about like how unfortunately, like this song is even more relevant now. Like it kind of sucks that that's the case, but
yeah,
yeah,
it does.
I do love like,
But it speaks to how good the song is, right? Like
their earnestness in the song, like really comes through. I feel like,
yes, yeah. And so, in fact, like one of my notes on a live was like, "Oh, I really believe them on this one," and then that was like, 2 or 3 times as true on this song. And so I was like already feeling that from Sonny. And then like on this track, I was like, oh no, I'm really believing this. Like, cause I feel like because they're repping SD and they're like,
right.
I don't know. They seem like they're kind of salt of the earth dudes a little bit. Like they've probably come across certain stories and certain people in their lives that, these verses could be like, people they know or things that have happened close to them. It's
For
not
sure.
just like fiction, you know?
Well, do you know, like, did you do like any research on like the genesis of this song?
Yeah, there was the shooting that happened like while they were tracking this
Right.
album.
Like
And
right down the street. So like all of this was very like real and relevant to them. So for listeners that may not be aware, essentially what happened, it was the Santana High School shooting that happened. This was a couple years after Columbine. So Columbine was still like on everyone's minds. And they were in the studio. Like they were apparently like all the guys were like walking to the studio because they were working on this record. They were like rehearsing and doing pre-production. And they saw like a bunch of helicopters and police officers and stuff. And
ambulances and whatever.
Yeah, and then the studio engineer like had a TV on and basically explained there was like a school shooting like that is happening, like actively happening. I feel like they took that incredibly like negative energy and like worked through it in the studio to like make this song, which it does feel very real, like very of the moment, very like lived in, even though like parts of it are like a story song. Yeah, I mean it's
and it has even I think a really solid perspective on it, like toward the end of the first verse where he's talking about like maybe this kid was reaching out for love, maybe this kid just wanted like to be hugged. Like they don't just like paint this guy as like a monster.
They weren't just like, oh my god, this horrific thing happened.
Yeah,
and they didn't just like and yeah, I think that speaks to them as people, right? Like they didn't immediately demonize this person.
And that's exactly what I was like resonating with on this one is like not only is it a vibe, like the track, the low tom groove and like the opening bass and I don't know, the guitar line, everything about it.
It's so effective.
It's so good. But like it also sets the tone for what the song is going to be about. So even though it's really dark, it feels appropriate. And lyrically, like we're saying, there's an earnestness, there's an authenticity, there's like a groundedness in it that doesn't come off as callous. It doesn't come off as cringy. To digress slightly, there is another song on another album that also came out later in 2001 with a verse about a girl named Susie. If you'll allow me.
This was in my notes.
Welcome to the world of a girl named Susie. Yes. Susie's only crime was that she was born a cutie. Yuck. Okay? Yuck. If Toby Mac could take some notes from Sonny on this one. It came out 2 months earlier. Like this album came out 2 months earlier than Momentum. Coincidence? I don't know. I even think about John Foreman, Somebody's Baby. There's a certain amount of like tact and directness and earnestness and authenticity that I feel, at least on a subjective level, that I feel as a listener listening to this song for whatever reason, that like it's harder to feel from either of those two examples. Because like we're saying, like it's believable and it's like grounded and it's coming from something that really happened. That verse about the school violence was like maybe the impetus, and then they go off, to cover like sexual abuse and suicidality, which are all super heavy topics, but all things that also like needed to be brought up. Right. Like we were doing, I don't know about you guys, but we were doing like school shooting drills in my middle school.
Yeah.
And like this stuff needed light to be shed on it,
Yeah.
And so the fact that they land the plane with the third verse, who's to blame for the lives that tragedies claim, no matter what you say, it don't take away the pain that I feel inside. I'm tired of all the lies. Don't nobody know why. It's the blonde leading the blind. Guess that's the way the story goes. Will it ever make sense? Somebody's got to know. But then there's a little positivity injected in. There's got to be more to life than this. There's got to be more to everything I thought exists. So it's like grounded, super real, but it includes a glimmer of hope and like a desire for something more out there or better. There's no toxic positivity. There's no like callous, holier than thou. Like just pray, Jesus will help you from your suffering. Like it's actually addressing the issues that are happening around the nation at this time. And there's no nihilistic detachment either. Like we are the youth of the nation, he says. He's not saying they are. He's saying we are. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But there's got to be more to life than this. So I don't know, man. I think it's like a great song on all levels.
Right. Yeah. No, I
Crazy take, maybe, but
Fully agree. Yeah.
No, yeah. Well, I even like just even from like a writing perspective, I like that in the first verse, it's first person like narrator from like beyond the grave. Like I feel like that's super effective instead of just being like an other person song, which he gets to in the second verses, but it still feels like you said personal. But I love like him putting himself there, and then like that. I feel like that drives the point home. Like like to set like okay, wow, we're going there in first verse, and like really sets things up. Really, really great. I love the choice of just being first person for that first verse.
Yeah.
Yep. And then that shared idea of we are the youth, right? Like I really think that was another thing that brought it home for me, like that he's including himself in, and maybe the band as a whole, like in that group of like folks that are just trying to like find their way and dealing with a lot of challenges along the journey.
Yeah.
So
dang.
I don't know, man.
Yeah. No,
Sonny was onto something on that one.
Love that. But man, yeah, no, it's a really good song that still unfortunately still really holds up. You know what I mean? Like there's so many like layers to it. Like the way that I feel about it. I hate that it makes more sense now than it even did in 2001.
Yeah, it'd be nice if this was just like a relic of the time period.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. I wish.
Yeah.
Wow, it's crazy that was happening then. Yeah.
Right.
Maybe someday.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, guys. Let's move on to track number 5, Celestial. Wherein my only note is nope. So let's move on to track number 6.
I will say, I think it's maybe a good call having an instrumental after a heavy song like Youth of a Nation. And I do like the idea.
That's exactly what I said, Josh.
Kind of looking up to the heavens after you've dealt with you've been dealing with the issues of Youth of a Nation. Like, okay, like TJ's positive spin like Sonny's at the very end of like, where do you go? Like, okay, we can like, you got to look up.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'd like that about it.
No, the palate cleanser.
I do. Yeah.
I don't know that this would have been my first choice for a palate cleanser, but like I get the move. Like the idea is sound.
Yeah.
It's nice that there's something to give me a beat to like help my heart and mind reset a little bit because it is heavy stuff that we were dealing with
for
in
sure.
the last track.
All right, guys. Track number 6. Maybe we're looking up and seeing a satellite. Track number 6, Satellite.
I like putting a title track, saving it for middle of the record, you know? Like, we're going to take some time to get into it before we drop like the title
kind of a
track.
cool
That's
move.
Cool. Yeah. I feel like there's some really good, effective riffing from Marcus in this
Also,
song.
dude, this song goes so hard. Okay,
It
I
does.
can't. Okay, I'm torn between this being my favorite track and another one later on the record. And I don't know because every time I hear that opening riff of this song, which is like, it's an opening. It feels like an Under Oath wet dream. It's like the opening that Under Oath feels like they could have for like every song, right? Like, it's like it's way ahead of its time. It sort of defined the like
great line
emo like metalcore thing. Just so good. And then it just like it stays consistently good. I don't love his vocal delivery on the hook on the satellite thing.
You know, it feels just like his vocals are just going off into space, you know?
Yeah.
Like a satellite.
But it's so good. Yeah, this might be my favorite song.
Yeah.
Like every time I hear that, I'm like,
song.
oh, this is definitely my favorite song.
It's a very good song.
Yeah, it is pretty cool.
I will say, okay, this is very fun. So I was writing my notes for this album, and I wrote the line, I feel like more songs need to use the word asinine.
Oh my God. Yeah.
But
I had that in my notes, like the most fun section of a song to sing that again doesn't mean much,
Right.
but it still just sounds so cool.
Right.
Just what's behind Blind Nation of Mine. Is it genuine? Some call it SN9.
Then I realized after I
It's a flex,
typed
man.
said sentence and pressed enter, I had not written that note into my notes app, but in fact had texted it to a group chat with friends of the show, AJ Simmons and Eric McClanahan. So then I took it as an opportunity. You guys know we just recently had our Oops All Games episode. I took it as an opportunity, as the game master that I am, to do some CCM Twitter trivia. And I asked them, I said, okay, I did not mean to send this, but based on this one line, me saying, I feel like more songs should use the word asinine. Do you know what, all caps, iconic album we're going to discuss on Church James Now? And Mr. In Everglow himself, Eric McClanahan, got it right.
I'm
So,
not surprised by
Shout
that.
out to him.
Excellent.
Of course
Yeah.
he did.
Yeah.
Yep. That tracks. Good job, Eric.
I don't have much else to say about this. I'm like at this point in the record, it's like I've kind of like fallen into a groove. Like I get it. Like I get the vibe.
I've got a couple things that popped out to me. It's not a grammar jams now, but at 50 seconds, maybe you'd call it pronunciation jams now. So the first word that dictates the rhyme is the word tell. Only time will tell.
Right.
And then he decides, just based on the word tell, to say the words real and feel, rel and fell.
Rel
So he
and
goes,
fell.
only time will tell if it's truly for rel. All I know, this is what I fell. And it's like, hey, man, you could have shifted your rhyme scheme. That would have been fine. Like,
Yeah.
the time will tell can be like the sort of slant rhyme part, and then the other ones could sort of be sound the way they should sound. But no, he doubled down on time will tell if it's truly for rel.
Oh.
All I know, this is what I felt.
Fell.
That's what he fails, you
Crack
know?
me up, man.
Yeah, that's what he fells. We all
That's what he
fell
fells.
that way.
It's truly Pharrell, man. It's Pharrell.
It's
the,
Pharrell?
the pop sensation.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. He was calling out. He was like, Pharrell's coming, y'all. Just give it 20 years. He's about to blow your
true.
minds.
American rock band P.O.D. ahead of their time.
Ahead of their time, man. They were prescient in a lot of ways. I also like that that Sonny shifted, throughout the majority of the song. It's blinding light, but he shifts it like in the back third of the song to guiding light.
Yeah.
And that makes it feel like the narrator is kind of growing, learning, progressing in some way.
Although
Maybe.
I will bring up, we often like to bring up misheard lyrics on this show. And in this one, I cannot, for the life of me, unhear that lyric being sung as nighty night.
Oh, guiding light, nighty night.
Guiding light is nighty night.
Nighty night.
Nighty night.
Would work,
nighty
honestly.
night.
Nighty
Would work.
night. Sonny's
And I'm
putting you
so
to bed.
sorry. He's like,
Singing you a lullaby.
yeah, nighty night, nighty night. Yeah, I can't unhear it. That's all I hear when I hear this song. Oh man, okay. I'm gonna officially call it. It's my favorite song on the record.
There you go. Very nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's good. It is so ahead of its time. There's like the rappy elements that I don't love in his vocal delivery, but everything about the like instrumentation is straight up an Under Oath song. Like this could have come out in 2006.
Yep.
And it would have been
Yeah.
like, oh,
And
dude, the
this is
riff
the
on this
blueprint
song is
that
like
Tim
so
is
good.
like, I want to do this, but
Yes,
even
exactly.
crazier. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm,
That's cool. I like that.
yeah, I can hear it.
Yep. All right, guys. We got anything else on Satellite?
It's not ridiculous.
No.
Oh man. All right. Well, this
It's not
transition
ridiculous.
really is. Let's move on to track number 7, "Ridiculous," featuring Ika Mouse.
Ridiculous. They'll test me cool, but they can't get with this. They're more the same talking, they nonsense. You stop and play that, I'm already sick of it. This is ridiculous.
The worst. I hate this. I hate this so much.
You don't like this?
As much as I love what do you think, Josh? You think I love this song?
What's wrong with it?
It's not white boy reggae.
What's wrong with
What are you
Kylan?
talking about? I mean, okay, but it's not, but it is.
It's not white boy reggae.
Yeah, I mean, maybe not technically, but spiritually, it's white boy
Ooh.
reggae.
I'm not gonna even weigh in
Spiritually
on that.
white boy reggae. That's a first. I love that.
I mean, right? like it.
Yeah.
It just has the vibe.
It's definitely trying to incorporate like the I don't know. Yeah, the classic kind of reggae tropes into the new metal world in the very cringy way
right.
that I struggle with. Maybe not as much as you, Kylan, but it's not my favorite.
No, it's the worst. Get this song out of here.
To be honest, I kind of just wish I understood it. Like, I feel like there's something about this type of music and this fusion of genres, like Modest Yahoo comes to mind, right?
Mm-hmm.
I wish there was, I wish there was something about it that I could, at this point, that I could like be like, oh, I get what they're doing, like proper reggae artists, and then I like a lot of what P.O.D does, and then there's this, and I'm like, biddy bong bong. Dicky, no thank you. It's and I get too that it's a silly song about silly people, so like I get that as like a maybe a device that they're using, like they're trying to sound ridiculous because they're talking about ridiculous people.
Yeah, I mean,
But
I don't know
still just
anything
can't
about
sign up for it.
And
Me
his
neither.
long career. He's been going since like the 70s or 80s, so he's been going for a
really?
while. Yeah.
Really?
So yeah, no, he's still pretty popular. He gets like over 1 million monthly listeners on Spotify. So I'm like, hey,
in like
good
firmly
for
planted in like
this guy.
classic reggae,
He's from Jamaica. Yeah,
like classic reggae world.
yeah. I assume
Okay.
so. So like, I think he's in.
So,
his
like,
element.
maybe if I
Like,
heard-
yeah,
Him in a proper reggae context, I would be like, all right, cool. I see what you're doing here.
yeah.
It's
So-
the fusion
So I don't know
that-
anything about him. Obviously,
Rose it
he's
for me.
just kind of going off in interesting directions in this song. But I'm like, I have to assume he's like, this is what he
That's
does.
one way to
He's
put
in
it.
his element. So
Yeah.
Boo
it's not really
hiss.
for me. But
It's not for me.
it's not for me. Yeah, it's not for me. But I
No,
feel like this
thank
song
you.
does show off Tra's bass chops really well, which was something I started to notice. I feel like on Youth of a Nation that I was like, oh, Tra's bass lines I feel like are pretty understated, but he is doing a lot of heavy lifting on this record.
Yeah, the bass
Josh,
is.
I just got to take this
very
moment to say
groovy.
that I can't wait for the jammers to correct either me
Or
or,
Trey.
you about the
Trey or
pronunciation
Tra.
of that
Trey or
person's
Tra.
name.
I've always said
Because
Tra
I could
in
be
my mind,
totally
so
wrong.
I could also be very wrong. We'll find out.
I look forward to whichever of us gets corrected. I look forward to it.
For sure.
We welcome your correction, jammers.
Well,
But yeah, the bass is cool.
however that message is delivered, I hope you guys don't shoot the messenger.
There it is.
Track number 8, the messenger. This
Tell me.
whole part of the record, like, I want to love.
Mm-hmm.
Musically, I really enjoy this song. Even like
Cool.
a lot of his vocal delivery, I love on this song. Just the fact that they like leaned into the sort of like reggae thing and just called it messenger, like makes me
Yeah.
dislike this song.
You think it's like too it's like too Rasta for you?
A little bit, man. A little bit. Also, the whole like atonal.
Buckle up. They're about to lean in even more.
Oh, I know.
Later.
I know. This whole part of the record is just like a no go for me. I'll just go ahead and get that out there. Not for me. The weird, like, tension filled atonal part of the like verses, like, just stresses me out. I'm not here for it. A little too much. But the hook on the chorus is like really good.
Yeah, and you get the riffing that kind of call and response with it as well.
Yeah. And there's something about
this song is interesting to me lyrically.
I really love. Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, the scream is great. He again, it's sort of like that moment on Set It Off, like the rise moment, right? Like messenger. He like
it
Sonny can really like go there. He can like unleash.
No, yeah,
He can do the
I as a
hardcore
vocalist, he's a really great vocalist, which is something I'd never super appreciated about him. But
it reminds me of like early Joe Cutler vocals, like the way that he screams on a lot of this record. I'm like, oh yeah, I love that, and it's because it reminds me of my best friend.
Nice,
screaming in college.
I was gonna say that's a very niche reference for a handful of people that will really appreciate that.
Yeah,
but I agree. I totally hear it. I was gonna say this song is fascinating to me because lyrically, I love like about 2/3 of it, and then there's another chunk of it that I'm like, oh, nope, because like the first verse is like it's like sort of bordering on like mysticism. It's like it feels very like kind of
written
like
in
contemplative
rhyme,
Christian mystic ideas. Yeah, teachers among the skeptics and guiding the misdirected, infected with their lies and their alibis, with their third eye blind, out of line, they trying to prophesy. I and I, which is also a Rasta idea, but it's also kind of like a concept in mystic traditions of like unity, right? I and I unfold the mysteries told, the futuristic realms of the days of old, make straight through the path of the one voice calling. Truth shines back again 2 times in the second coming. And then like the messenger thing like is Rasta, but it's also like, you know, an iteration of Yahweh. And like, I don't know, there's a lot happening in this song, actually, if you allow the layers to exist with each other and kind of within each other. But then the Lion of Judah thing, like at least right now, that verse is like a little tricky to wade into.
Right.
And you know, we have to an extent we have to just allow the music to exist within the time frame that it came out. But it's no drawing black lines, but it's definitely like the part of the album that I don't really want to like wade into as much.
Right. Yeah.
But then the rest of it, even like you can't take away my love for the sacrifice, even if I die tonight, like dying to self. Like these are ideas that I write songs about, you know. So there's a part of me that's like, I see what you're doing, Sonny. Appreciate a lot of these ideas. But yeah, it's very fascinating that it's kind of like all of it's like baked in together into one song.
Yeah.
But
also, okay.
Yeah.
We're only
track 8
halfway through. So let's talk about the guitars that we love. Track number 9, Guitarras
the
de
guitars
Amor.
of love.
I don't know. This is also a nope for me.
¿Por qué el nombre de esta canción es en español? Voy a hablar sobre esta canción en español. Cuando yo escucho esta canción, es una hermosa canción, y cuando yo escucho me pienso a las muchas cosas, que alegres, que
claro que sí.
Sí,
No,
sí.
no.
Sí.
¿Te gusta la guitarra?
¿Te gusta esta canción también? Sí.
Toco la guitarra con mis dedos del pies.
Dedos de pies. Sí, por supuesto, sí.
Get this out of here.
I
Get
just
this
wrote
outta
okay
here.
with an exclamation mark.
That's funny because
That's
I
all I
wrote nope
Okay.
with an exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Nope. Get it out of here. It was fun. Guys, should we do an all Spanish version of Church Jams now?
Sí, podemos.
Oh, that would go so poorly.
Voy a...
I run out of phrases pretty quick.
Muy corto. Sí, very short.
Sí.
Sí.
Tú es tortuga.
Okay, Josh, quit flexing. Who is Who is?
We'll get Jeff
Ustedes.
from Squad 50 for
Me?
it. He's good for it. He teaches Spanish.
All right. Can we do anything right, you guys?
No.
Including speak Spanish?
No.
We definitely cannot.
Let's move on to track number 10, Anything Right, featuring Christian of Blindside.
I can't do anything right. You don't know me, stay out of my life. Trick me while I'm down.
In what I feel is a wasted feature.
Yeah. Kylan,
Yeah.
it's sort of like the metaphor I came up with was like you stumble upon, you're digging around in like a mythical attic somewhere with all kinds of neat antiquities, and you stumble across a lightsaber, a fully functional lightsaber, and you use it to make toast. And not only are you using it for the wrong task, but you burn the bread, and it like chars and gets burned to a crisp. So like,
That's
improper
such
use of the tool.
a specific metaphor, but I get it. Like, it does make sense.
But it translates, doesn't it?
I do appreciate it.
Christian's a lightsaber, and P.O.D.
Yeah.
decided to make toast with Christian.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
It
this is...
just didn't work
barely
out
in
for
the
anybody.
song.
The toast.
It's such a bad use
Yeah.
of him, right? Of doing those, like...
I feel like they just sent him the track.
Yeah. No, it's bad.
Yeah, it's not like he's incredible, and he could have done so much on this thing.
Yeah.
Like they should have just let him cook, but I feel like they completed the track and then sent it to him, and they were like, "Hey, just any empty space," but it was like done already.
There's not much.
you know.
Yeah. Christian's like,
Like, he didn't have
I
room to
guess.
cook.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, he straight up says, like, is that it?
Yeah.
At the very end of the track, he says something like, is that it?
yeah. No, I
Is that
agree.
all?
The strings also surprised me too, because like the intro is so heavy, and then we get strings, and I was like, "Oh, what? We're going somber with this?" Like, I feel like the strings are an interesting choice on this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, this song
It's
felt
weird because,
Go ahead.
no, you go, Kyle.
Oh, no, this song just felt like it was designed from front to back to be like a credit song for an early 2000s
yeah.
action movie.
It does have that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's just supposed to
And
play
there are a lot of
over the
Blindside
credits
songs that
as,
sound
like-
like this too.
right. But dude, the
And so it's
screams are
almost
so
like
good. Like I want
they
more
were going
of that.
for a certain.
Like,
they are great.
Like just
Yeah.
do more of
Yes.
that. Like do more
I
of the
know.
like hardcore like punk rock screams. But this feels like
Yes.
like they were going like they got the log line of Underworld and got like a pitch to like do the credit song for Underworld. It's like
Do the credit
sexy
song.
vampires, rain, leather, and they're like, okay, all right. Well, we
Gothic,
still
we
want to
got
do
it.
something
Serious.
like hopeful, so this is like our version of that. And it's just like, okay, like fine.
Uh-huh.
It's fine.
Yeah.
I do like the line "Kick me while I'm down. I want you to." I don't know why, but it sticks out to me as like a pretty unique lyric. It's a little like, I don't know, provocative, kind of like, oh wow, okay.
Masochistic.
You want me to? Yeah, a little bit. Also, the breathing at the end, like, but I think it's both of them. I could be wrong, but it sounds like it's like Sonny and Christian both like heavy breathing, like horror movie hiding from the killer in the closet breathing. And it's like a little much for me. Like, I don't know why they included that, but
It's an interesting choice for
I don't
sure.
know.
Yeah.
I guess it fits the vibe.
I don't
The
know.
vampire movie.
This just, it feels like they were pitching this to be the credit song for.
No, it totally feels like that.
Like they got a packet of like, okay, 28
Agreed.
days later, Underworld, Resident Evil. Like, okay, you guys are going to be featured in the credits of like one of these movies. What do you got? And they're like, strings and breathing, and I can't do anything right.
Anything right.
And Christian,
Yeah, we got him. We got our buddy
but
Christian.
he's hardly there.
Yeah.
Right. All right, guys.
Yeah.
Before we I'm not even going to touch it. Track number 11, Ghetto.
All right. Yep. Okay. I was worried. I was wondering what you were going to do there.
Nope, not going to touch it. Ghetto.
I believe that this world believes in love.
Unlike our friend Sonny, I'm not going to discuss it. I do like this song a lot. I feel like it suffers from placement on the album.
Yeah. I like those drum hits that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was saying earlier, I really like Sonny's voice. I think this one maybe shows a bit of Sonny's range where he's maybe not as strong as where he's been the rest of the record, like vocally, dynamically. Maybe just an area he needed to work on a little bit more. He doesn't sound bad, just maybe not as strong as I feel like on the rest of the record.
Yeah.
Well,
less energy.
And
yeah,
I understand his sentiment lyrically, especially in 2001.
Totally.
But
Me
it
too.
hits so different in 2025. Like in 2001, it makes sense to me. Like it does feel very bold to be like, we disagree, but I still love you and we can work through this. In 2025, just the way that our culture and our society is now, saying that now just feels like a fucking cop-out. Does that make sense? And
Really?
and
I actually
think
feel
so.
like I want that more now than ever. But if you're actually, I guess what I should say is like, if you mean it as like just not really hear the other person, then like in that case, yeah, I don't like it either. But I guess if I believe him and if I think he means it, like we can agree to disagree. In that case, I'm like, yeah, we definitely need to do that more now than ever.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I
guess it depends on
think
how
I'm
you
just.
take it.
I'm a lot more bitter, I guess, because for me, it's like, I guess we can like agree to disagree, but the things that people are disagreeing upon are like whether a certain subsect of our society is able to have fucking rights. I don't necessarily agree to disagree. It's like, I think we should just like love everybody, but there's a massive portion.
Right.
Guys, I promise, I'm not
open
gonna,
this can of worms.
I know.
Deep,
We're a music podcast. We're not a political podcast. I'm just exhausted because I've heard this language my entire life, and I've heard this language,
Right.
and I've believed this language my entire life. And there are a certain group of people in the world right now that are using this specific language and weaponizing it,
Right.
in a way that
That's
makes
not love,
me
right? Like Sonny's saying, I believe the world believes in love. So it's sort of like, what is his premise? How do you take his premise? For me in the song, if I take his premise as being like, we're actually talking about love, and we do believe in love, like what love actually means, which does include justice, right, and accountability. In that case, I can believe that the world believes in love, and what I also do appreciate is that he doesn't shy away from the idea of the world being a ghetto too. There's a real duality here. There's like a dichotomy, and that's part of why this track actually stuck out to me, is that he kind of says it's both. He kind of says, I believe the world believes in love and the world is a ghetto. It's both. Like, there is suffering here, and there are people who should receive better treatment and they aren't, and that's horrible and that's a tragedy. And I also like want to believe in the goodness and like,
and I
better
want to believe
angels
that.
of my fellow man.
I want
Right.
to desperately.
I feel like that's where he's at when he's writing
I
the
like
song
that
too.
too.
I think
like that's how it comes
think
off
so.
at least, is like he's desperate to see that be the case. And it isn't always. Sometimes
Yeah.
it's a ghetto.
I get that. No, very well
So-
said, TJ. Kylan, to go back to your point and some of the stuff that you were unpacking, would you rather which idea do you like better? World is a ghetto or world is a vampire? Which one more describes your thoughts on the matter?
Great question. 10 out of 10, Josh.
I think I want the world to be a vampire.
I didn't mean to actually get you back on this. This was
No, I know. This was a bit, and you did not anticipate the amount of shit that is going through my brain at 1,000
that you
miles
can
an hour
actually
right
that you can actually interpret as
Yes.
into a vampire or ghetto.
now. Right.
into the
Well,
question.
okay, because vampires, listen, vampires can be defeated. Ghettos, hypothetically, there is a world in which we can be rid of ghettos.
Do away with the concept. Yeah.
I have seen much more evidence through media in my life that
Defeating
vampires
vampires.
can be defeated than fucking
excellent.
like oppression of already oppressed classes of people. I don't want to talk about this anymore,
Yeah.
guys. Let's move on to track number 12, Masterpiece Conspiracy.
It's a masterpiece conspiracy. It's a masterpiece conspiracy.
This song's good too. Okay, I would like to steal
Yeah.
something. I think I maybe heard this in some alternate universe. I don't know if I talked about it with y'all,
Okay.
but I feel like there's some universe
Maybe in the dream.
in which there was a CJN episode where someone used the phrase bookend bop, where an album
okay.
is really good at the beginning and really good at the end, and it dips in the middle. And I love that phrase, and I want to canonically add
great.
it to this universe.
Feels like something I
okay.
would have said, but also didn't say.
Right?
Huh.
It was made
Weird, Josh.
Yeah.
Maybe someone. I don't know if it was you.
Weird.
I don't know. I feel like Josh said it.
Yeah.
I
Definitely
don't
a
know if it
Josh
was-
thing to say.
Josh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Um,
Weird. I'm
no,
getting
but-
maybe just like from some other part of the Matrix, I'm getting like there's a connection there.
I think so.
Like in this song, when you virus in the system, crash the mainframe.
Dude, I love
And
this.
then the
love
whole
all of
Matrix
this.
breakdown at 224.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
I do like that part a lot.
Yes.
That's
I
cool.
love,
Yeah.
yes, I love the beginning and the end of this record. The middle part is a little much for me. And especially being an hour long, I feel like there's things you can cut. But man, I love his scream on the Masterpiece Conspiracy part.
Yep.
Also, the verses, the drums, I have to say, I just love the drums on the verses. Because, like, specifically from, like, 57 seconds to 110, Love does this thing where he's, like, doing, like, the slow disco kind of, like, and the hi-hats are just really crispy. They're poking out perfectly.
Yeah.
And he does this, like, 1 and 2 disco thing, and then he goes straight into a more like straight feel 4/4 groove, and it works seamlessly. And he's doing a lot, but because the mix kind of places it without it being really in your face, it doesn't feel overwhelming. Like where if the mix were a little different, it could feel flashy and like he's overplaying. But again, like I just want to shout out, all the engineering and mix and mastering work that went into this album for what it was in 2001 for like the sonics that they were able to achieve and trying to achieve.
Yep.
It's pretty cool. There's a lot of like places where the drums like show up just enough and not too much. And that's
Because
an
this
example
is
of
all
that.
still like relatively analog, right? Like we're not even like there may be some use of Pro Tools on this, but if there is, it's
Yeah,
like
I actually saw a credit with Pro Tools mentioned,
wow.
which
Yeah,
makes it
makes sense.
feel like that was a new thing. you know?
Yeah. No, it's like in the like James Cameron way, right? Like it's not like Like,
Right.
this is just expected. It's like, oh no, we're gonna just like invent a whole new thing and like
We're
use
using this new technology.
Yeah.
So y'all like the tribal drum circle hell that happens at 223?
I do.
I like the
call it Matrix
breakdown that hits
Yeah.
later.
Yeah, the actual breakdown. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I like that they do break it down
Yeah.
and slow the
I like the
tempo down.
breakdown later.
But I like your tribal
Tribal.
thing at 223.
It just felt a little. But it's nice. It's a nice change sonically, so I'll say that for it.
All right. Well, without y'all, nothing would happen on this podcast.
Yeah?
So let's move on to track number 13.
Aw.
Without y'all, nothing, featuring HR. Guys, it's so close to being my favorite. It's a toss-up between this and Satellite.
Really? This is the other
Wait
one.
a minute. Wait a
Fucking
minute.
love this
Wait
song,
a minute.
dude.
Have you listened to the second half of this song, Carl?
Yes, I have it. I
Yeah,
love
exactly.
it. I love it. I love
Are
it.
you
I love
kidding
it.
me?
I love it. No, I swear to God, dude. I love it.
Kylan, make it make sense, brother.
Yeah. I thought you were just
This is
complaining about
easily
the
my
reggae.
least favorite song on the entire album.
Really?
Yeah.
Dude.
I said, what in the white boy punk reggae hell is this
No,
abomination?
it's not white boy punk reggae. It's freaking HR, dude. It's freaking Bad Brains.
Man, we're going to get in trouble for calling P.O.D. white boy
I mean, I
punk
get
and white
it.
boy reggae.
Right.
Guys
American
are gonna
Rock
get us
Band
in
Pod.
trouble.
White boy
it's-
reggae.
I don't think any
No,
of the
it's
band
the
are
Bad
white.
Brains
it's
part of
HR.
it that
It's
works for you.
HR. Yes, dude.
Bad
I mean,
Brains, yes.
Yeah.
Bad Brains.
I love,
like,
I
like
love
you
how
have
he
to
just like,
I get
I'm
it.
not even going to sing on key, you know?
No,
I'm just going to
it
go do
doesn't
my own thing.
matter.
That's the part
dude.
that drives me nuts.
That was sarcastic, TJ.
Doesn't matter, man. He's
Yeah.
just
No, I know. It drives me crazy.
fucking vibing out, dude. It doesn't matter.
This song seeks to answer the bold question: if you can say "Ja" in
So
every
this
line
isn't
of the
white boy
song,
reggae right here, Kyle?
and the answer is yes.
No, it's not because HR isn't white. First off,
neither is
it's-
P.O.D.
Yeah.
Okay,
Josh's argument from before isn't valid then, but yours is valid here.
Yeah,
correct, guys.
Okay.
Listen,
All right, just
listen.
trying to make sure I'm
No,
following.
Yep. With the
I
actual
get it.
Jamaican on the track
yeah,
earlier.
I mean, he's
Right.
well, okay. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's just such a personal preference thing. Like, I will give HR the credit. Like, if you make Bad Brains, you can do punk reggae. Like you can just do whatever you're doing, man.
Yeah. I get you.
The difference in the features between this and Christians, where it's like they're just like give him the reins, and Sonny's like, I'm just gonna do BGVs and whatever,
know.
and then like
Yeah.
you can feature in the song. You have two lines.
Like, just
you can
fit it
sing
in wherever
behind.
you can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. It's
No,
insane.
I love that they just let him go. Like, this is not a POD song at the end of
Yeah.
the day. Like, this is like
No. But my problem with it is that he's not really saying anything either. You know? Like, it is a
Yeah.
vibe song. So
yeah, he's just vibing
I guess
out. Well, it
by
starts
track
out just
13,
like
I didn't want vibe, and I was having a hard time with that.
yeah.
But it does, yeah, it is crazy. It's an interesting song, like because it does start out like just
sonically, I
chaos,
love
like total
the mix between like just classic
blistering.
like punk hardcore.
yeah,
That just like transitions into this like super chill like groove track where he's like,
yep,
I don't know, I guess these guys like Jesus, so I'll talk about like Jesus loves you. Jesus Cristo, that's another name I heard for
Over and
Jesus.
over
He
again.
loves you too. Like, he's just like, he doesn't give a shit, man. He's just doing his thing. And he got paid. And I love it.
nope,
I don't
Yeah.
know, man. I fully get it. I get why I should not like this song. I get why you guys do not like this song. I can't deny it though. I just
yeah,
on vibes, man.
yeah. No, I mean, in a weird way, it does make sense because it is like the outlier and the bad brains of it all. Makes
right.
sense.
It's just like punk rock, just like the best like hardcore punk you've ever heard into just like, I don't know, man, wowie zowie. We're just like saying some shit. Like, who cares?
Wowie zowie, save my soul.
Wowie zowie.
Like, it's so dumb.
Preach it.
It's so dumb.
Preach, brother.
I love it. I love it. Well, I've been thinking about
Well, fair enough.
forever.
I'll be thinking about that forever.
Yeah, me
Okay,
too.
good.
Trying to unpack that.
Yeah, please. I don't have much else to say. So let's move on to track number 14, Thinking About Forever.
I'm thinking about forever. Missing you.
This one's dumb. I don't like this. I really like it in the
You
beginning.
like this song?
I like
Oh,
the
no.
What? Wait, you're saying you don't like this song?
No, I don't. This is
What?
really? Is this
Oh
like
my
a fan
gosh.
favorite? Am I gonna get
¿Dónde está tu
lambasted?
corazón, señor?
Ah, see.
Well,
toco-
it's
man.
about Sonny's mom who passed away from
Yeah.
leukemia.
Okay.
So,
so I'm obligated to like it.
It doesn't. The
Yes,
part where he talks
exactly.
about
That's exactly
marrying
what
his
we're saying.
sweetheart and having a little girl and wish that she could meet her, like that doesn't like get you.
No, well,
It's pretty
Dang.
sweet.
It is. That gets me, man.
I'm too distracted by the like Atlanta early 2000s like chopped and screwed drum production of this song to even know like what they're getting into. It's like
Yeah. On the verses.
I'm just
Yeah,
like,
it's
okay,
doing a
all
lot.
right, I'm over it.
It's a little busy.
And
Yeah.
and
No.
I was genuinely like curious about what it was about, so I like went down the rabbit hole and read about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
I
no,
didn't.
I mean, I was, lyrically, I was like, dang, this is such a sweet and sad song, but it makes me,
Yeah,
I like it, appreciate it.
like
for
even
that
before I
reason.
knew what it was about, I was like, this is something very real.
Yeah, you
and
know,
like
he's
close to
singing,
home.
yeah,
you can
he's singing
tell.
about someone that he's lost, and you don't know exactly, like, I didn't know until I looked it up later, like, who it was, but yeah, it's like, it's a very personal song that feels like this is a good place on the record for it to
I guess,
get really
but
personal
man,
about
if-
some
if
loss
you're- if
in someone
you're-
And I
who
think-
miss.
if you're gonna present a song that you want me specifically to pay attention to on an hour-long record, don't put it
Right,
as
which
the
is what they were
penultimate
thinking
track.
about in 2001
Yeah.
when they were making this track list of 15 songs.
They were
Right.
like, if only
They
we
were
would have thought about
thinking, what are
Kylan,
we
we
gonna
could have
do?
sold,
Right.
we could have been
to get that kid
triple
guy.
platinum and one more sale
And one
if we
more.
would have just
Right.
done that.
and
Yeah.
one more.
I'm only saying this to make fun of myself. Like, yes, it's just like, yeah,
They were thinking about forever, not Kylan.
They were.
They were
Right.
thinking
They
about
were.
Kylan.
right. Like at this point in the record, I'm just like
That
tuned
guitar
out.
solo is pretty rad.
I mean,
Yeah, I
solos
guess some acoustic
is-
guitar solo in
A little
here.
classical moment.
Yeah.
I guess
I
it's just like
Okay,
too little, too
noodle.
late.
Classical guitar noodle.
Yeah,
Thank you.
How about that?
yeah.
Too little, too late.
It's gotta
For me.
help. You gotta wind the record down, Kylan. You gotta
What do
start
you
winding
mean?
it down.
I've been winding down. That's why I thought the
That's
last
fair.
track was so fun. I'm like, I'm wound down.
Yep.
I'm done. Like, this was fun. This was a good time. Oh, wow. Punk rock followed by a 5-minute reggae jam? Sure. Okay.
Reggae.
It's the end of the record. But no, there's 2 more songs. Full disclosure,
Nope,
I didn't
2
even
more
listen to the
songs.
last track. I don't
Yeah.
know. It's probably fine.
Oh my gosh.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I did listen to it.
It's mathy.
I did listen to it. I still have the same notes. It's fine. All right, guys, it comes down to this. The last track on Satellite by American rock band P.O.D. This is Portrait.
Some people call you father. Maybe you can set me free.
This also feels very influential of like a bunch of like emo rock music that comes later.
Oh, this intro and the whole this is a straight up this is a Songs to Burn Your Bridges by Project 86 song. Like that intro,
Yeah.
the guitar riff and the drums
tracks.
and the build, like,
Another podcast favorite.
it's so P86.
Yeah.
Podcast 86.
Podcast 86.
He does this stuff really well. It is interesting that they end the record on such like frenetic energy
Yes.
between Without John Nothing and then Portrait. Like, they're
Yeah.
saving some heaters for the end.
I don't know, man. Like, it's an interesting song, but it felt like a weird flex for a final track, to be honest.
Yeah, no, thinking about Forever,
But-
I thought would be like the
Yes.
ending kind of song.
The obvious choice.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess not. I guess they wanted to bring it back up and set it off one more time. I like the two different like sections of 5/4 against each other. Like, it's kind of fun that they are both in 5, but they have different feels. I don't know if it's like a pre-chorus or post-chorus, or I don't even know what that section is, but it's cool. What do we think about that section, that moment in the track where the whole like mix gets sucked out into space and then re-injected into our brains?
I don't like it. The fade at 140.
Yeah,
It
I
feels
said, are we
wonky.
thinking it's an intentional creative choice or bad mixing or something they had to do because they couldn't get the take locked in?
It does feel like you're covering for like a weird take spillover or something like
Right?
that. Like, you could have done it.
It just fades away, and then it's like,
Yeah,
is the song over? No, it's
not-
back.
It's not. It's not great.
I don't know. This
If you
feels
didn't
like a
have that
B-side.
last guitar,
Because-
it could work.
Go through. Yeah. I mean, in a world where you do have to release 15 tracks on an album to be, I guess, taken seriously, I think there were a lot of B-sides that got,
They got
like
bumped up
things
to
that should have been demos and
varsity.
outtakes that got
Yeah.
put on the album proper.
Yeah.
So,
I will say, when Sonny's not screaming on here, he does sound like he's a little tired and is ready for the record to be over. When he's
Me
singing
too.
like
Uh-huh,
that.
he's a sleepy boy.
He is a little sleepy. He is a little sleepy. Kylan, I will say though, this is the longest song, and it's only 4 minutes and 32 seconds. So it is a long record, but the songs have been mostly appropriate lengths,
Songs aren't
I would
long,
argue. Yeah, it's just a lot of songs
Yeah.
with 2 instrumentals in there.
mhm.
So it's
The
like,
two
not like the
instrumentals,
songs
man.
are
Yep.
Like, why?
A little
why
indulgent.
Get guitarras Los Amor out of here.
Guitarras de amor.
Yeah.
Vete
de amor.
de este
I don't need
record.
that. Toco la guitarras con mi dedos del pies. All right, guys, we did it. We listened to Satellite by American rock band P.O.D. How do we feel about it? TJ, I will say you were a lot more defensive.
I was.
And what may I say, apologetic than I anticipated. You know, we
Surprise.
We didn't have our
Ollie Teague has some things to say
Yeah,
about this
apparently.
record.
Ollie Teach. Great.
Garage Ollie Teage.
That's right.
So, okay. Can we pick the order for final flopper bops? Can I go first and then Josh and then TJ? Is that cool?
Sure.
I'm just going to get it out of the way. I did not have a good time listening to this album. I had a better time than I anticipated.
And 1,000 times better than drawing black lines.
I will say that, yes. Yes. 1,000, like, genuinely.
It's an important distinction.
1,000 times better than drawing black lines.
It's worth
Oh
saying.
my gosh.
You know?
And over and over again, apparently.
I do think this is one of, like, this is a quintessential, like, this is a cornerstone of new metal. That being said, I don't like new metal.
Yeah.
I did find a lot more of this. I did enjoy a lot more of this record than I anticipated. So for that,
Yeah.
like, honestly, I just think it's like 2 or 3 songs too long. I'm gonna give this a
Mm-hmm.
bare flop. Like I
Wow.
I genuinely
So that's
did
higher
have,
than you predicted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a way better time listening to this record than I anticipated. It's still a flop because I have some integrity, I guess, ostensibly on this show.
That's good.
But yeah, it was much less of a flop than I anticipated. Like I did enjoy a lot of it. And based
right.
on our
on.
conversation, I feel comfortable sort of being the heel of the episode, calling out the parts that I think suck, because it seems like y'all are going to be a little more forgiving.
Yeah. I
I
mean,
don't know.
it's okay if you feel like you can't do anything right, Kylan.
Yeah.
We'll just be over here thinking about for everybody.
Yeah,
Right.
without Ja on the podcast,
Boom.
we'd be nothing. So we'll
Hey,
take.
don't
even
shoot
if
the
you flop this
messenger.
record.
It'll be
I think
ridiculous.
I think it's a bear flop. Bear flop.
Okay.
Like
All right.
honestly,
Bidi bong bong.
there's
Almost,
a world.
it almost got the bookend bop, but
Exactly. Like
Not
there
quite.
is a world in which this could be a bop. This is not
this world.
All
that
right.
world, but
Not this world.
yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I went into this record not really expecting to like it that much. And I gotta say, my first listen, I was like, yeah, I don't have much to say probably about this record. And then I started to kind of come around to it and appreciate it more for what it is and what P.O.D was doing at the time. It's still not something like one of my bop criteria when we started the show was that like, do I see myself listening to this record again? And like I said, P.O.D were never my guys, and I don't see myself like being like, oh, I'm going to listen to more P.O.D now after this record. But my appreciation and respect for them has increased with this record. So I don't know. It would feel wrong of me to flop P.O.D, at least Satellite from P.O.D. Maybe like say of some later records or something like that. Especially the first time we cover P.O.D on the podcast, I don't want my first thing to be a flop from them, because I do like what they were. I respect what they were doing, and I've appreciated more of what they're doing. It's not for me, but so I'll give it the barest of bops.
Okay.
Still,
All right. I
so I've
see
grown in
you
like that.
appreciation and respect.
on the other side of the
Yeah.
flop bop line. Like we can
Yeah,
touch
yeah.
hands. We're just
right
like
there.
we're
Yeah,
right
right
there.
there.
I see you,
So
buddy.
close.
We're
Yeah.
so close.
Yeah. I'm not much. We're not in much different positions, but I'm on the side that doesn't get as many sticks and stones thrown at me.
Right. Yeah. No.
So-
I'm yeah. I'm fully willing to take those dings. All right, TJ. What about you? I'm so curious because
I know.
genuinely at the end of this conversation, I
Yeah.
don't know where you're gonna land. Like I went into this conversation being like, okay, I know exactly where TJ is gonna be, and now like I genuinely don't know.
Yeah. It's honestly really tough to be totally real. Yeah, like I shared, I've got some definitely a lot of nostalgia power backing my experience of this album. You know, the retread definitely benefits from that in a lot of ways. And there were also, as we covered, like a lot of things that sort of blossomed up to my attention in ways that didn't occur to me at all as a middle schooler, you know, that were really cool. And to Josh's point, like I see what they were doing in 2000, which is something I didn't think I would say about P.O.D, to be honest, in 2025. So there were a lot of things that really stood out. Youth of the Nation, especially, like I didn't think I would feel like it was such a solid song. I think I expected there to be some nostalgia power on that one specifically, but that was I expected that to be about it. And in fact, like I think it might be the strongest song on the album for me personally. Also, just speaking for myself, like I think of the first 4 tracks as just like 10 out of 10, like incredible bangers, one after another. So to me, the album's very like front loaded and very powerful. The opening salvo, the first 4 tracks are like super strong. And there's some cool moments happening throughout the album, but it honestly just comes down to the fact that, yeah, there are 15 tracks, and for me, there wasn't enough happening on the remaining 9 to really swing it. So I end up I'm teetering on the fence, and I end up falling onto the side of the bear flop. Unfortunately,
Yes. Thank
because
you.
because those first 4 tracks are so cool, and like they do bring me back, and I just think they're like great songs. Even Boom, like just like a hype track, like as we said, like
It's great.
Sonny was doing something with
It's
it,
great.
and I see that, and I think it's really cool. But yeah, I recognize that I'm going to get the ire of a lot of people along with you, Kylan. But don't shoot the messenger.
Fall
I
upon
just
the sword
can't-
with me.
I can't
Like-
bop it. Yeah, I can boom it. I'll boom it, but I can't bop it, you guys.
Oh,
Okay.
Boom. Set
That's
it up.
fair. That's fair. Yeah. Okay. So we're all basically in the same place.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure.
Josh
Really
is
tough.
just
I just want to
a
make sure
little
this
more
wasn't
political.
a triple flop from us. I didn't
Right,
want to.
yeah.
We
No,
couldn't triple flop.
I mean,
Satellite. That'd
no.
be so bad.
It's
I
really
know.
close to bopping
People-
it. Like,
people
seriously.
would be so mad.
I it's very tough.
Guys,
Yeah.
can I use my triple flop for the year?
Oh, I mean, you can. You can.
Right now?
Right now. Right now.
Yes.
I
Weird flex.
I kind of want to. Okay. No. All right.
Can't you use it later?
Give me
Like,
a
couldn't
second.
you use it at the end of the year and do the same thing?
I don't know. We didn't even talk about that.
I know.
I'm
we,
open
we,
to
we
what are
haven't
the
figured
rules?
out
Able to use
the
it.
rules.
We could use it on the year-end wrap-up. If we
I'm going to
wanted
use
save
it
for
right
that.
now.
Make it a pretty juicy episode.
Right now.
Whoa.
Okay. We're going to officially, and I say this from Church Hymns Now
Oh,
headquarters.
God.
Right?
Oh, no.
So
Oh,
you
he
know
called
it's official.
headquarters. We had the whole episode, Josh. Neither one of us called shotgun on
Yes,
it.
I called dibs on CJN headquarters. From CJN headquarters,
Dang.
Satellite by American rock band P.O.D. is a triple bop.
Triple bop?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
a triple
Yes,
bop.
sir. Yeah, guys, I'm being nice. Come on.
Okay.
Yeah, because
sure are.
Wow. All right.
right.
I thought you were going the other way with it.
thought
I
it
know
was.
you were. I know. That's what was fun about this.
How
Yes.
charitable, buddy. How generous.
I think we should give it a triple bop. We're all just on
Did
the
it for the
fence.
people.
Right? Like we're so on
It's
the
true.
fence
Yeah.
that I feel like I'm gonna
Yeah.
use that ability of mine
Yeah,
that
if
we
you guys took 2 steps over, we'd all be in Boptown. Barely. It's
fair.
But
and
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
I
get it.
think like I'm thinking very politically. Like I think long term,
You're thinking about forever.
Sure.
like
Yeah.
I am
Yeah.
thinking about forever.
Thinking about forever, man.
I think we're all going to be happier looking back at this and saying, yes, Satellite by American rock band P.O.D. is a triple bop. Okay? All right?
Canon and CJN.
Yeah.
Yep.
You know,
Canonically,
because you said that, Kylan, I feel so alive
good.
for the very first time.
You cannot deny it. All right.
Nope. I feel so alive.
Well, thanks for letting me pull like a real fucking Donald Trump move and executive order us into a triple bop of Satellite by P.O.D.
Sure did.
If Jammers, if you enjoyed this, we have more nonsense like it at our Patreon at patreon.com/Church Hymns Now podcast. And of course, from all of us here from CGN headquarters on, may all of your favorite bands stay together. Peace out, mon frères. Boom. That's the podcast.
Church jams now.
I'm joined by some special guests for my research corner.
Oh boy.
Straight home from VBS.
All right. Hi. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. I have a question for you, okay?
What?
What is your favorite instrument in a rock band?
Drums.
Drums? Ah, dude, drums are so
Ooh,
cool.
Yeah.
Keller, what about you? What's your favorite
Good answer.
instrument in a rock band?
Probably don't be the drums too.
The drums? You guys got drum energy.
Nice.
Um
Yeah. I love that.
what is your favorite song right now with drums in it?
I baby.
Ice Ice Baby? Yeah. That's
Ooh.
good. That's a good drum
good
song,
one.
man.
Bobby mine too.
Yeah, that's really cool. Did you
Yeah.
guys have fun at VBS?
Yeah.
Yeah? Did
Great
you learn
line.
any
Thank you,
songs?
Mike.
They always say, what?
Did you learn any cool songs at VBS?
No, we didn't learn any songs.
No, you didn't learn any
Just
songs.
I baby.
You learned Ice Ice Baby?
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Sounds like a rad VBS, dude.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
Um,
seriously, way cooler than any of my videos.
Go brush your teeth and you
Yes.
come back in your
Yeah.
We'll see you after we brush our teeth.
Okay.
After we brush our teeth.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Mom, we'll see you next.
Bye.
Does Kylan want to know my favorite song?
Oh,
Yes, I do. Please tell me.
Song, babe?
What's your favorite song with
drums?
drums?
Probably Ice Ice Baby.
Probably Ice Ice Baby.
Ice Ice Baby all
the
around?
The clean sweep at the Olsen home.
Wow, Ice Ice
Yeah.
Baby, bringing home
Killer
the
answer.
gold with the
Killer
Olsen
answer.
Drum
family.
program